farmers, welcome back to East Vineland and welcome to the gravy train. That's what I'm calling it. That's what we're going to stick with. I am driving the big Crone M, cutting grass as you can see, but behind us we got a fleet of vehicles. We have a Fendt 930 that's doing the tedding of the grass, and then we have the class Arion. I don't know what model's driving that, but they're windrowing the hay back into a swath. And then we have a Case Quad doing the baling. Case Quad, you may ask? Well, the Case Quad is from a contract from doing cultivating. And, well, I needed another vehicle, so in line they got. So that's what we got. So if you're wondering how I'm doing this, because I do get asked this quite often, these are all done by Follow Me. So you can at least have 3 workers on Follow Me, so you can see up there's the Fendt 930. Tedding the grass into hay. Then of course, like I said, we get the class Arion, putting it back into a swath, and the quad baling it into some bales. But overall, we are doing really good. So here's what's been going on. Been doing some cultivating jobs, mostly. Collected on all of them. The only one I haven't collected on is the one I did with the Case Quad, and I'm going to get paid like 10 grand for that. So as you can see, we're at 144. That'll put us at like 154. I've already done the other grass field. The other grass field was a hay baling job as well. That job is complete. And this job here, I've already brought the extra bales down from the first hay field. And that kind of completed about 57% of the hay that needs to be delivered off this field. So I haven't picked up any hay off this field yet. But I've already completed 57% of the delivery. So I'm guessing from what I saw when I delivered, it's going to take about 10 bales to complete this contract after I get done mowing. So 10 of these bales should complete the contract in this field, and the rest of the bales will be ours. And we got a good amount here with more to go. So I'm thinking by the time we get done collecting on the contracts and selling the hay bales that we'll have extra, we may be at 210,000, somewhere in there. And what we're going to do with that money, we're going to buy that plot of land over by our grass field that we created, and then probably sleep through the rest of the month of July, wake up in the month of August, go sell our silage bales that are sitting on our trailer. Those should be fermented by now anyways, but I'm waiting for the silage price to go on up. I did some estimating. I'm guessing somewhere around $30,000 worth of silage bales sitting on that trailer. And once we sell those first thing in the morning in the month of August, we will go ahead and put down our fuel refinery and then activate the wind turbine on that. We can start producing some energy, selling that, and then get back to work. Start bringing some more money. But the thing is, with that fuel refinery, any canola contracts I see come up for harvesting, definitely want to take that. I think it's also sunflower contracts as well. Any extra on those fields, I want to bring over to the fuel refinery, dump it out in there, and start making some diesel. And then when we get a good amount and I get some money, we will buy a trailer, and then we can start selling some diesel, and that should bring in some good cash. So that is the plan for this episode. I think we should have it all covered. Maybe we'll get more money than I think we're going to get, but I'm just ballparking everything here. And I think by ballparking it, I think we're okay money-wise to do what we want to do. I gotta finish up this field first. I don't think I can make this in one pass, or can I? Did I guess on the measurement right? Close enough. That's not too bad. Yeah, when I first started doing this field, I was like, all right, let's get a worker on Follow Me, ted the field. I'm like, well, if we're gonna do that, if I got enough vehicles, why not just do the whole thing? Now, the first grass field I did it one trip at a time, and I was like, why am I doing this? And then this contract came up. I'm like, all right, I learned on the first one, let's just have all 4 vehicles following you, and that way you don't have to go around the field 4 times. Now, the one thing I kind of got to go slow on the Big M is because the tedding part is the slowest part of the whole process. I think the implement can only go at 9 or 10 miles an hour. Everything else can go a little bit faster. This can go 15. Now, I don't want to get too far ahead because Follow Me can only keep track of a course of the vehicle it's following for so long. So if you get too far in front of it, the worker just gets confused and lost and says, yep, I'm done. And then you have to start the train all over again. Although I do see, looks like there's something misaligned a little bit. And I'm noticing that on the hills, like when I do baling, it doesn't quite get centered on the swath itself. That kind of happened in the other field as well. It seems like on little slants, it just doesn't quite get it over. But you know what? The job is pretty much done, so I'll probably go around. I'll probably grab the fent, put the fent on that. Now, I guess it doesn't matter because the baler can only go so fast anyways. So maybe I'll just use the quad to go around and pick up all the stragglings that I can. Now, this is the only issue I have when you got the train following behind you is the windrower is wider than this mowing set right here. So he's kind of in the grass. I need to cut a little bit. So we can kind of make this work, I guess. Well, maybe he's not quite in the grass. I thought he was. That's why I was skipping some rows, because I don't want them to stop because they're going to collide with me. We kind of went through each other there, looks like. All right, but we're all good. We are all good. So I don't know how many bales are actually on this field. Like I said, about 10 will complete the contract, and the rest should be all ours. All right, let's go ahead and fold this on up. That's why the Big M is so dirty. Did 2 jobs today. Let's go ahead and we'll just park you. Let me drive you way down here so that way I make sure all the vehicles get out the field. Right here is a good spot because there's no bales or hay in the way. Kind of interesting that the mowing deck was going side to side on that. That's kind of been a thing in Farming Simulator for a while. Kind of forgot about that. Alright, sir, and the Fent. Who we have here? Looks like Francine. Okay, we'll get rid of Francine there. We'll turn that off. Fold that on up, and we'll drive you on down here. Because maybe we can get a little bit of that hay that was just there. I will drop off the windrower. So I'm going to use the Fent to pick up the bales. Alright, we can get rid of this worker here. And by the way, I think I used this windrower before, and I thought I only windrowed out to one side. I don't think it was this one. Maybe it was, I don't know, but this one can windrow to the right, left, or center. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and turn that vehicle off. And that's not our class Arion, that's the leased one, or board one. Oh, whoops. I still got a worker in here, and you can go away. So, yeah, I know it's a big tractor for the job, but it's all good. And can I get another bale out of this? That's the question. I'll see how I do on these 4 rows here, and my guess is it's not as much as it looks like. But I think if I finish the contract, I'll get the money for any hay that's left in the baler. I think that's the way it works. That's what that refund or whatever it's called in the contract. We'll see when we collect it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother going around too much and collecting here because I'm not going to get enough. And I'm going to be earning enough off these contracts. I'm happy enough with it. It's not worth my time going around trying to pick up these little pieces here. I mean, yes, it could be worth it, but because it's not my diesel I'm burning in the tractor. But time-wise, yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Anywho, I'm gonna go start I'm gonna grab the Fent, go grab the baler trailer, which is still in the other hayfield, and I'm gonna start picking up some bales. I'll meet you down at the spot where we got to bring them, which is the bale sell point south. And like I said, the first trailer I bring on down, that should complete the contract because I've already got 57% of it done. Alright, so this load here should complete the contract, plus give us a few bales going in our pocket. And our environmental score has gone back up because I harvested that grass field last episode. So our environmental score is back up to 67, which means I am getting a bonus, like a 5% bonus from sales, which is nice to have. I'm thinking about 4 of these bales will be ours, but it's going to be kind of hard to tell. But let's go ahead and drop these in. And I am guessing currently we're going to have at least 2 more bale trailer loads. So we did get, let's just say, 3,800 off of that. I'm guessing 2 more trailer loads of hay, maybe dipping into a third one. It's going to be kind of close on the third one or not, but alright, I'm going to go back up, grab another trailer, come back on down here, and we'll repeat that a couple times. Alright, let's see what we get for our first full load of hay bales. Definitely have a second full load, and we definitely are going to dip into a third trailer load. I didn't count, but there's definitely more than 14 bales left in that field. So, I don't know, 13,000 we'll get for a trailer load. 11,600, so 12,000. That's not bad. I was close. 12,000. So another 12,000 gets up to 172. Maybe get up to 175,000 by the time we finish delivering all these bales. Then collect on the contracts. I might be able to purchase the fuel refinery before I even sell our silage bales. And if I can, that'd be great, because I'd rather hold on to our silage bales a little bit longer because the price is at its lowest. Anywho, I'm going to go back and grab another trailer load. Second load of hay bales. Got about 10 or 12 hay bales left, something like that. Did a quick count when I left, just to see. So I think we're going to get over 175 by the time we get done selling these hay bales. I do notice when I come down here with hay bales, it gets a little laggy down to the south sell point. It's a good thing that when these bales sell, they don't tip over. Yeah, we're already at 172,983. I got 10 more bales, which is, well, you know, not quite a full load, but maybe we'll get like 8 grand, so maybe we get up to 180,000. Anyways, I'm going to go back, collect those 10 to 12 hay bales, and then we'll collect on our contracts, and then buy some land, and see if I get enough money to put down the fuel refinery on the land. If not, we'll go the month of August and then sell our silage bales. Last load, it ended up being 10 bales of hay, so let's go ahead and collect what we can. I'm going to hit that slurry pump every time I come in here, I think. I will have to take note, coming down here with a big truck and trailer in the future could be difficult. Alright, get us up to 180,000, please. That'd be really, really nice. There we go. 181,726 is what we end up with after selling the bales. Let me get out the tractor because that's going to disappear. Let's go into the contract page. And there we go. Let's go ahead and, yeah, baling contract for $12.97. Reimbursement at $4.74. That's for the hay, I believe that's in the baler, be my guess. And this is the one where I lease the stuff on for the contract. Let's click on that. The cultivating contract with the case quad. Yeah, I'm going to get paid, well, this is almost $10,000. Kind of expensive to borrow that stuff, but it's still worth it. Didn't take me that long to do that job. And of course, the hay field that we're just in. Didn't have to borrow anything on that, so that's $24,573. Let's go ahead and collect on that. Getting us down to here, getting us up to $228,000. I think I'm going to be short being able to buy the land and put down the fuel refinery at the same time. We're going to come over here. and have a look at the land here. These should be like 6%. That's not too bad. Actually, I don't know why I'm running over here. I can just go to the map and buy it. But let me zoom in here. That way we know we're at the right farmland. Should be 109, I think. Oh, it's only 101. 509. Okay, that helps out. Let's go ahead and make sure I'm highlighting the right one. Let's go ahead and purchase that. I almost said field, but it's actually land. It's kind of weird. It looks like the map is showing me I don't own. There's like a little stripper on here that we don't own. So like the roads, maybe the roads we can't change. I don't know. We have 126,931. I believe that's enough to put down the fuel refinery. Is it 125 for that? Give it a second for it to load on in here. Productions. Scroll on down. Fuel refinery is 125. Perfect. We have enough cash for it. The question is, how do I want to put it in here? That is the question. That's the loading point. You know what? I think I may leave like that concrete there as a row, but we'll color it in and do some other things with it. But let me leave some space around it. So right there is good. Bring us down to 190. Oh yeah, 190. $1,931 left in our bank account. This is on the Giants Mod Hub. This is by Zadelzuk. Hopefully I pronounced his name or their name correctly. But now we have ourselves a fuel refinery and among other things. There are solar panels up there, so I don't know if solar panels, is that a thing? Oh wow, look at all the stuff in here. So we can actually make diesel from a lot of things. Canola, sunflower, soybean. Why are there 2 soybeans in here? Okay, wait a minute. I think the second soybean should be olives. Kind of interesting. And we do get some residue from it other than this diesel, but we'll get into that in just a second. Sugar cane, sugar beet cut, potatoes. Does it take just plain old sugar beets? I don't think so, but we can work our way around that if we have to. Taters it takes as well. And then, of course, some wood chips. So other than diesel, we will get methane. I think that's compost and pig food we'll get off of it. I may just sell that kind of stuff. And then we can just make pure diesel from canola oil, sunflower oil, olive oil, and soybean oil. That's probably a mod to do soybean oil. We can get electric charge from... So we can produce diesel and then use the diesel to produce electricity. We can also do methane into electricity. But right now, we're going to use air. We don't need no air. That's just what's in the air. So let's go ahead and activate that. And then electric charge, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go put that into selling. And actually, we're getting kilowatts an hour in here. It can store 1 million liters of diesel, 10,000 liters of methane, which is pretty darn good. Compost, not really sure what I can do with that. My guess is Zadelzuk has a lot of mods out there to do a lot of things. So I'm guessing there's a mod out there for compost, or if there isn't one, there will be. And of course, pig food. But we now will be making a little bit of income from doing the electricity, which is not bad at all. And now I can hang on to, yeah, there's the wind turbines up there. So the solar panels, I'm guessing, are just there for looks. Be my guess. So other things that we can do here, I don't know where the ins and outs are. I think we can charge our electric vehicles here and our methane vehicles here. We can refuel from there. There's a whole bunch of triggers here. Let me go ahead and activate... Nope, not that. And interactive zone markers. Let's go ahead and turn those on. Show warning stripes. So now you can see the stripes on the ground if you want to. That's kind of neat. We'll turn those off. Warning stripes disappear. This one does turn on the lights. I'm not sure what lights that turns on. Did I turn it on or turn it off? Turn off light. I wonder if that's automatic lights. By leaving that off, the lights won't come on at all, or I have no idea what that's doing. But let's see, this one will show trigger markers. Ah, so if I can turn off, if I go back in here and turn off interactive zone markers, we got out for solid material. I don't know which one's going to be which. Liquid in, everything goes in here. This is where we can refuel up a diesel. I wonder if I can bring my tractors over and refuel that way. Not too sure. And of course we got methane and electrical. And wait, did I do on trigger markers? Show information panel. Energy from grain, sun, wind. The panel's not facing the road. So my guess is we'll turn that off. And the sign disappears. That's pretty interactive right there. It's kind of neat. As for the lights, I'm going to leave them on to see if they come on by themselves and then try it later in the dark. Turn on light. I'm not really sure what that's for, but we got ourselves our first production building. Don't worry, like I said, we're not going to go crazy on productions like we did on No Man's Land. These little indicators on the ground, I think I'm going to turn those off. Which one is that? There we go. Those are turned off for now. Because the only thing we got is the wind. So, but now when we do harvesting contracts, we have to keep our eye on canola and sunflower, the main ones, I think. And bring out over here any extra. We'll pop in here and start making some diesel. I can just take the diesel, instead of selling diesel, make it into electricity. Now, the one thing I don't know is, wait, can I... Wait a second. Is this going to work? Can I put that on distributing? I can put that on distributing. So I could possibly take the electric charge and use the generators from the modular BGA mod, put those down and earn double money off the generators. I don't have the money to do that. Not sure I want to do that just yet, but yeah, there we go. I did see the baling wrapper. We don't need that. And the logging trailers for sale in here. We don't need that. And I think I've done enough contracts for the month of July. The money's going to look kind of weird because even though we brought in a lot of money from contracts, sold bales, 35,000. Contracts, 52,000. Miscellaneous. I think that's from when we complete a contract and there's stuff left in the baler. I think that's where that's from. Be my guess. How much I do? Land purchase, construction. Where's my wages for the day? Wages for the day, only $1,700. That's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Let me just teleport back to our farm here. Let's go over here. These bales are fermented to silage. So let me just double check on the pricing there. Like I said, I think July is like total trash for silage. So we'll just say like $155 right now is the average price. And it's basically at its lowest. August is not much better. I mean, so if I can wait until October, maybe that'd be good. So I'm not going to sell the bales unless I need the money for something. And right now, I really don't need anything that I can kind of tell. I think we're all set. All right, so what I'm kind of interested in, we're sitting at 1931. Let me fast forward some time real quick here. I don't know. Every hour it's going to sell electricity, I assume. All right, so we got just a little bit of cash on that one. Let's see what we get for a full hour. So almost like 200 an hour. 242. Yeah, so just a little bit under $200 an hour that we're making. That's not bad, and I kind of like that. It's not like it's giving me like $2,000 an hour. It's not extreme, so I think we can live with that. So a little bit of income coming in over time. I don't know why I'm checking contracts. I think I had enough of contracts for the month, but yeah, it's all, I don't want to say small stuff, but I mean, do you want to harvest a field to get paid $370 and I got to lease it for $79? I mean, yeah, I could use the equipment elsewhere, but to me, it's not quite worth it. All right, am I all set to go to bed here? I think so. Yeah, so we're almost at 2,500. Let's go ahead and go to bed. Let's just get right to August. Maybe we'll get some of those canola fields coming on up. Sunflower fields may be ready for harvest as well. So now we're up to 5,459. That is not too bad for just sleeping overnight and getting a couple grand in the bank account. And that's going to come in handy a little bit down the line here. I just want to check the price on silage to see how it did. So it went up some, but not a whole lot. Like the graph chart shows, it's not expected to go up a whole lot. I mean, we're at the lowest and it's here. So yeah, if I can hold on to it, I mean, if I can hold on to it to January, I'll do so. We'll have a lot of bales by then. But we are starting to look pretty darn good here. We'll leave those bales onto there. And I'm just giving the contracts a few seconds to generate, because when you sleep overnight, sometimes it takes us a little while to generate. And I forgot to check the lights on the fuel refinery to see if they come on or not by themselves. Doesn't matter. We'll see it at some point, I'm sure. Our grass field is regrown. It does need to be fertilized, and it does need to have some lime on it. So what I might do is empty out the fertilizer that's in our spreader and go on down and buy some lime and take care of our grass fields, because that'll help out our environmental score. Yep, we're just selling the electrical charge as it's being made. Our bales are probably like at 28%, 32%. That's not too bad. All right, let's dive into here. So the fields and everything should be set to go. We do have a harvesting contract. That's for potatoes. Well, I think I can do potatoes in our fuel refinery, right? Potatoes right here. So potatoes will give us a little bit of diesel, a little bit of methane, some compost, and some pig food. So we might be doing some harvesting of potatoes next episode, and some cultivating contracts. Start bringing the cash. Why am I checking the store page? I don't know. Ooh, a seeder would be nice. Planters, that's not a direct drill one though, so that's that could be a little bit of problematic, but I mean, I don't have a field anyways. Something like this, the Torion 1511 would be nice to have on the farm in the future, but nothing that we're currently looking for. Not, like I said, I don't have the money anyways, so what does it matter? But hey, we did a lot of good work here today, a lot of harvesting on some hay fields. We brought a lot of money in and spent a lot of money, and now we're going to earn, let's see, what did I say, about $200. So just shy of $200 times 24, that's like $4,800, but we're a little bit shy of that. So like $4,500 a day in energy just by putting that down. So slowly but surely that'll just pay for itself. It's going to do a lot better once we start putting some more material in there and start producing some other stuff as well. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in East Vineland. But until then, have a good one.